Hey, what's up? I'm Crimson Mockingbird, and I'll be going down the rabbit hole that is Trials in Tainted Space, or better known as TiTS. So for so as it says right there, the normal version of this game is an adult-rated gaming, 18 or over, or you have to be an adult, or you have to be considered as an adult. You have been warned. Mind you, though, this one is going to be a censored version done by me, so I'm going to be censoring it after I play through this. But if you are an adult, or if you do want to play this, he does have the website is right there. So let's get started. 20 years ago, Victor Steele is one of the richest men in the galaxy. His fortune was gained through years of adventuring during the 13th Great Planet Rush, almost 200 years ago. Holy shit, that guy is old. His trillion-dollar company, Steele Industries, Industrial Technologies and Production, or Steel Tech, is one of the most respected names in its field. Unfortunately, during his adventures, Victor underwent many mutations that wreaked havoc on his genome. After 2 centuries of life due to longevity treatments, the mining magnet doctors have told him he has a measly 2 decades left. A measly 2 decades. You have another 20 years to survive. I review that as pretty awesome to have them say that to me. The news is unwelcome. Still, he's lived a rich, full life. Fuller than most. Blah, 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 blah. You can read the rest of it, but pretty much, he wants to have a child, and so he has many in mind, so let's choose our thing. So we could go full human. Half human, half Azar, which is which is dog-like. So pretty much will be half dog. Catherine, which is cat-like. Victor's child would have a Lethean mother, though that race's unique biology would mandate some very extensive scientific intervention to ensure a successful pregnancy. Lethans are powerfully built, 6-legged reptile tars. Half Lethians come into the world with thick tails, unique bunny-like ears, and a toric body configuration. They have limited skin and hair color options compared to other races. Half Lethian males are born with large genitalia and interesting. Cutane mother. A race known for its total lack of females and similarities to Earth raccoons. Grivane. The Grivane are a technologically advanced race of winged. Okay, would have scaled legs and human-style arms, a fleshy upper body, a pair of draconic wings, and a lengthy tail. Gold eyes and frilled ears, which their children inherit, though most children with human fathers lack horns. You know what? I actually just bought a Onahole. Yes, I know. By the way, my friends were actually surprised that it actually took me this long to buy one. But I actually bought a cat girl. So we're going feline. Yes. And as the title of this video will most likely tell you, this is the return of F Nugget. Will be F Nugget. The 4th. F Nugget the 4th. But this time we will be female. That was actually decided by my friend. So because we're going feline, I'm going to make her a little taller than 6 feet. We're going to go 7. So that'd be 84. The doctor notes that down on his hollow pad, a light chuckle escapes his lips. Okay, noted. Glad to see you've got this well thought out. All right, let's eliminate some of the variables. How thick set would you like her to be? We're talking broadness of her overall frame, hips, shoulders, and so forth, not her weight. Leith? I have no idea what that is. Let's go with that. Great, the doctor nods, entering the information with his stylus. I thought of asking for the child's adult weight in pounds, but knowing you would have taken me seriously. Your kitchen staff will be the ones to who control that. Okay. What about hair color? We can do black like yours was, or any other natural colors pretty easily. Oh. I'm gonna do black. Okay, so from the so just like with Corruption of Champions, it's been I've played both of these. This one they've most definitely increased the amount of options on certain things, such as originally the only two other races like that you could choose from besides human was the cat and dog. So originally they didn't have the raccoon, they didn't have the centaur one, or the draconic one. Same with the eye color. I don't remember it having this many options. Oh, I forgot. This one has it where I can just do the number pads. I'm just going to do that. Let's see. We're going to go... Actually, I like using this because then you guys sort of know where I'm going for it. Oh, blue. Fair. I don't want it to look pale. That's just... Certain pale skin looks sickly. That thing. Certain pale skin looks gorgeous. It looks almost like... ghostly, but like beautiful. Like, it looks beautiful. Other ones, it's like, it looks sickly. So I'm gonna go fair. I forgot about this. Oh. I think I can keep this in. What size breasts? Breasts. Victor folds his arms and raises an eyebrow. The Victor rubs the bridge of his nose in exasperation. Look, it's not that weird a thing for parents to choose these days. It's practically like hair or eye color. That would seem weird to me. What size would you like your character's breasts to be? Aww. Big E. I know, that's way too big. Especially for a cat girl. Cat girls aren't normally that big. I would imagine that on a dog, not a cat. I think. I don't know. Don't ask me. Yes, I've read some really, really weird doujins. You guys can't judge me. I hear you judging me through the screen right now. I hear the judging. Alright, I can specialize the lower part for capacity, slipperiness, or both, or neither. The doctor explains, tweaking his glasses. The thing is, if we do both, the effects won't be as pronounced as just one of those things. I know, it's the last thing you want to think of as a dad, but if she's going to take after you, it would be wise to tweak at least one of those things. Trust me, it saves a lot of saves on a lot of doctor visits. Do you want your characters? I'm not even sure what I'm going to replace that with. We're just going to do both. Screw it. Okay, great. Your personal physician notes the choice. Then hands Victor the datapad. We're almost done, but I've left the trickiest for last. What's this? The mining magnet asks, looking downward, a list of specialized treatments. Sort of. The doctor explains one of the things we do is work a special tweak into your successor's genes. Something that will give them a special gift even beyond the choices you've made thus far. Are they safe? Perfectly. So long as only one is inserted into your child's genome. Any more than that risks instability. Perhaps by the time your child is an adult, we'll have made more advances in that area. For now, though, one's the limit. I think that's a hint that like continuous playthroughs, because pretty much if you fail, you can do pretty much a new game plus with that character. You have to do it immediately, but you can do like a new game plus. So maybe that might be part of it. I don't know. B-roll. Potent? No. What changes are made to your... That... what? I wonder if it will be viewed if I actually press it. Because, let me see. Oh, okay. It does not show it. Okay. I wish I've... So, the reason why I really didn't go through all that stuff is because there's a lot of editing that I'm going to have to do. I'm just going to pretty much not show too much of that, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'll figure out something. Fantastic, the doctor exclaims as he checks the selection. Just one more thing. I can slip in affinity for a certain attribute. These are all pretty self-explanatory, so I won't have to bore you over much. Suffice to say, your daughter will be able to increase the chosen attribute more easily. We can do physique, reflexes, aim, intelligence, or willpower. Personally, I recommend intelligence. You know what? These ability scores are capped at 5 to start, though certain things like current levels, starting raise, cybernetic enhancement, and specific mutations can increase the maximum libido. While not an option, the doc is giving details with how fast lust increases over time. It is not capped by levels and scales from 1 to 100. The ability score affinity. What ability score affinity would you like to have? You know what? I'm gonna go off of the doctor's recommendation, which is most likely Fenoxo's, and I'm gonna do intelligence. Oh, let's look at this. Sometime later, thankfully, F Nugget the Fourth was born without complications, but as any parent knows, the real work has just begun. On just how he would raise his daughter and future heir, his first instinct was to pamper her and give her a head start on life. Still, that could lead to his daughter lacking willpower, since she never would have to work for what she has. The mining magnet could make His heir work for everything. An austere upbringing would certainly result in strong willpower, but less of a financial helping hand. It would be tough on both of them, but it might just pay off. If his daughter spends too much time working or playing, however, she would have no time for extracurricular activities. If Victor encourages her to nurture her physical skills, she would probably grow up strong and well-rounded, but not so book-smart. The opposite was also true, blah, blah, blah. Perhaps the best approach was to practice moderation and give a little time to everything. Favoring nothing in particular would mean his child wouldn't specialize in anything, but would also mean she wasn't lacking in anything either. I'm going to go balanced. I like playing balanced. I don't know. I'm one of those characters, I'm one of those people that, it's like, if I'm building a character, I like to build a balanced character, which sometimes screws me, sometimes helps me. Sometimes I like to specialize, but most of the time, especially in this kind of situation, I like to be balanced. Mischievous. I'm normally kind-hearted. That's the. You let out a long sigh. Now that you've finished your schooling, your whole life is ahead of you. Memories of your dad pushing you forward spring to mind. After all, you've got a whole megacorp to take over one day. Still, before you take over the reins, it seems he wants you to take up a profession. He's got some suggestions. Your dad always does, but they're pretty odd ones at that. You stare at the list. Smuggler, mercenary, tech specialist. And as intriguing as these choices are they really okay job perspectives for future CEO? Maybe not, but in the type of world that this is, yeah, most likely all of these will probably help. But I'm going to go tech specialist just because I already chose intelligence, and so tech specialist will most likely help me. Yep, right there. As a tech specialist, your ability will rely heavily on your intelligence and aim. You learn to work with all kinds of technologies, perhaps even make your own robotic defense turrets. That sounds badass. It's been a while since I've actually played this, so I'm actually really kind of excited to go back into this. The tutorial. Sure, why not? Blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of stuff to read. I have no idea how long I've actually been recording right now. The funeral was a close contact with no viewing, which is expected given the shape Dad was in the last time you saw him. His body was riddled with the lines of aging and marked with liver spots and precancerous lumps, and he didn't want to be remembered that way. Thankfully, the ceremony is swift and fairly small. A large amount of the family is distant relations, hoping to catch some of the inheritance. Blah, blah, blah. You're on your way over to your father's real friends, people you've actually seen around his mansion growing up, when his lawyer intercepts you and pulls you aside. Oh, that's a lot of reading to do. I'm slowly gonna move through this and you guys can read it. Even more reading. God damn, this is getting super extensive. Codex and the vial in your hand. Until you do it. You turn the microsurgeon immune booster over in your hand, debating whether to use them. This recording is set to repeat until you do it. F Nugget the fourth. Blah, blah, blah. Open the door. Goo lady. Oh, that's going to need to be censored. There we go. That one I can show. The other one I couldn't. So I cut that out. Don't worry. You open the door way and step through a little hesitantly, your hands on your scope pistol and knife. So I have to fight her. Okay. You fight Celeste. A 3-foot high oblong ball of goo jiggles and wobbles across from you. Its surface somehow... That sounded like a rhyme for some reason. Surface somehow holding back the liquid weight inside, even though it appears no more solid than the rest of it. Atop the amount of viridian goop is the torso of a goddess. Of an ultra goddess. Pendulous breasts hang from the front of her glittering chest, obscuring everything above her navel. Her eyes glitter with a predatory mirth, slightly darker in hue than the rest of her, a color matched by her plump, wet-looking lips. You need to defeat her if you ever want to lay claim to Dad's fortune and make him proud. You don't need to know what that last part says. Victor instructs, try to strike her. Use a melee attack. Attack! Your attack sinks into the goo. The wound vanishes almost instantly as her surface recloses. Well, that didn't work. She seems completely immune to normal physical attacks. Yeah, a lot of the stuff that she says is just we're gonna skip over. It's a lot of lewd stuff. Some foes are more vulnerable to ranged attacks. Takes the hit. The wound instantly closes in with fresh green goop. Her surface remains perfectly smooth and unmarred afterwards. Great. Didn't work, did it? You mother effer, you knew that wouldn't work, so you made me do it anyway. Celeste's race does pretty well against kinetic damage. Thermal weapons would work, but you don't have any of those. You've still got one more weapon that Galatians can't handle. Sexual allure. They're something of a sexual predator. What? But the libidos are so high that teasing them back often turns them on the point. To the point where they are a quivering puddle. Victor chuckles. Go ahead, try teasing her. Fighting aliens is about using the right type of attack in the right situation. Tease? I'm censoring a lot of this. Victory! Okay. Blah blah. Victor's hologram faces you and explains, if you're seeing this, you've learned how to disable Celeste. Good work. The key is on the shelf next to the exit. He sighs and continues. Most things you run into won't be nearly as easy to deal with. You'll want to make sure to match the skills of your vocation and use them to the best of your ability. As you develop your abilities, you'll find that many of them can be chained together to be more effective. Make sure you do that, or you'll have to have a hard time beating some of the galaxy's worst. You put away your weapons, blah blah. There is you've got the key and a barely cohesive hand wraps around your foot. There isn't enough force behind it to immobilize you, but it does catch your attention. So this is looking up at you with pleading eyes that would make an Earth puppy proud. God damn, the puppy eyes, man, the puppy eyes. If you give Celeste what she wants now, you'll probably earn her loyalty. That choice is up to you. I can't make it for you. Are fiercely loyal people once they choose to follow someone, and though she has few marketable skills, it might be good to have a companion out there in the void. Wherever you choose, I'm sure you'll do me proud. Victor smiles dryly. After all, I bet my legacy on it. The recording winks off. We're gonna help her. That's right. Ignore her or help her. Help her. You don't need to see this. Take her. We're gonna take her on our ship. To the great beyond. Why not? If nothing else, I guess I can use you as a super soft beanbag chair. Yay, okay. We're in a ship hangar now. A shit ton of more reading to do. Heady alcoholic scent combined with drug-laced smoke and salty food to give this place the unquestionable aroma of a seedy bar. By their 3 legs and small feet, one of them notices you and asks, "A drink for you, hun?" After a moment, you decide to order a whiskey. Hey, that's what I drink. Regardless of your personal feelings, Dad asks you to knock one back for him. You may as well humor the dead codger, even if he did make acquiring your inheritance a trail and a half. At that point, your belly rumbles and you realize that you haven't had anything to eat since this morning. Blah blah blah. The drink is scooped up by a figure obscured by the bar's dusky atmosphere. It's difficult to make out much about the humanoid shape, but its gender and features elude you. There's nothing else to do, so you ponder the nearby person. Just what sex are they? They're going to be female. Meeting Jill. Alright, this is your cousin? Yep, Jill is your cousin. Pretty much she's your rival throughout the rest of this. Blah, blah, blah. There's this part. And we're at the end. So pretty much she gets you drunk and then she races off to get closer to the planet Rush before you do. I like the Cheshire version of her. And read the missive instead, getting blasted with your snotty cousin's voice as she says, "Good morning, sleepyhead. I just wanted to let you know that I left not long after you went to bed. My ship does have luxurious sleeping quarters for 10. After all, ta-ta." Wow, yep. So I think I'm past my mark, so I'm going to call it here. So pretty much it's we start off on the journey that is F Nugget the 4th, which is a continuation from my last one. So hope which I'm going to leave in the end screen part, which is right about now, I imagine. But I hope you guys are liking this. If you are, please leave a like and a comment down below. I very much appreciate it. Also, if there's anything you guys might want to see in the future, please let me know. And if you wouldn't mind, check out my channel. You might find some more things that you enjoy that I am making, or other games that I've played that you might enjoy. If you do, you should hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all my current and future videos. Either way, though, I hope to see you further down the rabbit hole next time. See ya!